Got him.
Welcome, everyone. This is Glenda Dawson, and you're watching channeled messages from Councils of Light in general. We have worked with many councils that are here since day one in humanity, since before day one of humanity, but they have dedicated themselves now to helping humanity, especially when humanity is in trouble or they feel that humanity is not progressing or ascending fast enough, or they may stay behind, or we may destroy the planet, whatever the case may be. So they are here definitely now to help us. What they do is they give us coordinates where we go to different places, and those places are used as a way to help the memory of who you really are come to you. Maybe you get answers while you're there. Maybe one of the members that are there, one of the light beings that are in any particular coordinate, comes to you privately and gives you answers that you were looking for or direction. So, with that being said, I do have a couple of our members here. And as you can see, you do not have to be on camera. You don't even have to use your real name. And we do this for the greater good of humanity in general. There is no affiliation with anything or anyone, and we just do this to bring humanity to where we are supposed to be, and to have divine beings and beings of light, whether it be Council 9, the Councils of Light in general, Council of 5, Council of 12, Council of 8, and other councils. Um, and they use us as the conduit to bring these messages to you, to bring these connections to you. So if you ever feel the need or would like to try this with us, just email me. You could go to my website, glendasmagicalcreations.com, or you can find me in almost any social media. Welcome to the other members. And now let's just close your eyes. Take a few deep, slow breaths, or as best as you can today. And just focus on your breathing to allow your body to center, to ground, and to be open to receive what it is that you need to receive today. Again, I open the floor to our members. I do believe one of the members, Leaf, I believe, has coordinates. And if she's so willing to share, please do.
932174. 932174.
You do not know how to travel, just say, I want to go where they are going, and the intention will be then instructions for the light beings or your higher being, your higher self. Floor is open to anyone who arrives there.
I'm getting an image of like a flower overhead that kind of comes down and washes people off. It's kind of funny.
I like it.
Feels good.
Yeah. It's like refreshing, energetic. Now I'm under a purple flower, by the way. So and you see people just walking by and just going under. I do see far, far away in the kind of like in the horizon a volcano that is erupting, but it's not destroying but building, if that's the best way I can explain it. The lava is actually building as it cools off around it. And one of the things I am getting is that even though you see chaos or you're experiencing chaos, it is the ending of chaos and the beginning of something new. So appreciate those changes, but they don't seem to be good at the moment. Keep trusting that all will be fine. White dragons, including the two-headed white dragon, flying around that volcano and then flying by where we are. Kind of just like saying hello. Protective energy, that's what it is. Anybody else noticing anything?
Some kind of theatrical play going on off to the left. I think it's life review timelines collapsing.
Okay.
Yeah, they're there to be viewed and collapsed.
Huh.
Because we no longer need that information. Timelines that no longer have a purpose for us.
Mm-hmm.
Other ones remain intact.
Now I see a seraphim. This seraphim just appears as eyes. And it's like it looks like for the eye of God or the eye of the divine. And it's just looking around, making sure everything is, I guess, running the way it's supposed to, or taking effect as the way it's supposed to, according to the higher plan. Now to my right-hand side, I am seeing souls for test purposes, spirits, souls, just walking into a bodysuit and walking out of the bodysuit. It's like they're having the opportunity to just, like you said, Jazz, timelines, changing timelines. If they go in, they do what they need to, and they come out. It's the impression I'm getting. Everything is very flexible. Nothing is set in stone. Everything is fluid.
Kind of like walk-ins who come in. They don't stay. They just they don't stay. They do, like you said, they come in, do what they have to do, and they leave again. They they don't live out a lifetime in human terms anyway.
Mhm.
They don't live out that person's lifetime. They just come in, borrow a body, or push the soul aside long enough for them to have a body to do what they need to do, and then the person can come back into that body, the original person, or something like that.
It's like they're sharing time to push a certain agenda, to push that other soul to do what it came here for, and give them the opportunity before that door closes. It's what it appears to be to me. Unlike other walk-ins that come in and stay for the duration and then the other soul goes. This one is only for here for the job, I guess, and then leave for the purpose, and then go back and leave the original soul there.
To finish out the original lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
There's off to the right below where you guys are describing things. There's kind of a honeycomb structure, and that's where the walk-ins kind of hang out until they're needed, and then they go back into this honeycomb reserve until they're called upon again.
Mm.
And I was struggling with how to describe it, but when I said honeycomb, it's like the color of it all came into play. It's honey colored,
Mm-hmm.
which is kind of cool.
And a funny note, that explains a lot of my memory loss. Not joking. Anyway,
Sorry.
that's okay. I meant it to raise vibrations because I could feel that there's energies out there that are going like, what? Now, this place is, to me, is very interesting. Although it's divided into sections, but it's all one. And there isn't like there's, fences or gates or anything to separate section to section. Anybody can, or any being can just go from one section to another. But it's like what you need at that moment is what section you're going to. Even if it's the volcano section, you're there to experience new beginnings and building of a stronger foundation, because that lava is coming down and actually hardening and creating a new level of earth, of structure. So even the volcano, the island where the volcano is, it's actually becoming larger, even if it is in real time taking longer than it is right now. But it is creating. And
It's
just,
with the intent of those that are present. If you have a particular need, it creates to adapt to that need. It adapts continuously.
mhm. Yes.
And it's all very much a way station. It's nobody's meant to necessarily stay there for prolonged periods of time, but get what they need and move on.
Now
Just
here,
kind of like
point.
relationships that we have in the 3D world is people come into our lives and sometimes we wonder what that's about, and they're there for a reason. May not be for your reason, but maybe for their reason, you know. So it's very much a lifelike model.
Mm-hmm. I am getting a tuck now, though. They're saying to look around. Kind of like it. Experience it as much as you can, because it is time for us to move soon. Like you said, Jess, this is temporary. This is not a place to just stay at. So they want just to see us, for us to see this, but to realize we got to continue.
If anything, it's like a battery recharging station.
Mm-hmm.
Can tune in, tune out, but that's all it's meant for, is to retune.
Mm-hmm. Now, some of us or the audience are seeing other stuff, and they are receiving healing energies right now. So if anyone, you feel like you're starting to get teary-eyed, let it, release it. Don't hold on to it. Let that energy go. Don't worry, the universe will handle it. And it's part of being human. It's one of the ways we release that pressure, that stress. And they're saying, just remember that you are seen, you are known, you are, and you are loved, whether sometimes you feel it or not. It is part of who you are. Just let it be and accept it, and know that you are the more than worthy. So anytime that you need to recharge, as Jazz said, in whatever it is that you need to recharge in, this will be available to you. Just a matter of closing your eyes and letting that energy appear and letting that energy come through you. Some may be going to be remembering a past life. It's okay. Don't just, for intense purposes, don't freak out. Just let it happen and let it come to you. There is something in that life that you need to remember in order to continue your journey and your path or your job or whatever it is you call it in this incarnation, and to be able to move forward, continue awakenings, and continue to ascend. It's okay. And they're saying that some of you may have to watch this again. All right. Anyone with anything else?
Last image was just one of a butterfly. Somebody needed to hear that or see that.
Mm-hmm. Okay, taking another deep breath to release this place for the moment. Now here's the next coordinate. 529133. 529133. And on our way there, I just received a message that some of you are experiencing lower abdominal pain. If you decide to go with us, that pain will subside. Now, I am in a intents purposes, a room. There's 4 walls. There's no windows, but there's no roof. So you look up at the stars. And yet you don't feel trapped in it. And it's just a room. Now, for me, I'm seeing bookcases just showing up on every wall with a whole bunch of old books with original knowledge. And as I take one, I realize it's not even in what we would call regular language now, not written regular letters. It is written all in signs and in symbols. And yet, as you read it, you understand it. And when you read, the particular symbol will light up. Which each symbol will open the link to remembering. the gifts that you have, and the link to help you remember what you came here for. The link also to find peace within, no matter what's going outside. Tranquility. And to ease that fear that you may be experiencing. And
The
this,
wall where the scrolls are has just become extremely bright in that area. Letting people know that if you need intense healing, you can enter that section and find what you need.
Mhm. And of course, for the weird, there's one violin player that just appeared in the middle of the room with a spotlight, and they're just playing. But those tones, those notes are shaking your cells and your DNA to help you heal. It's such a beautiful melody that is playing that you start to feel calmer. You're feeling more knowledge coming in. It's very different, very healing, inspiring. And yes, for those that are curious, there's still no ceiling. And yes, there is a spotlight on the man or the being.
That one instrument is playing actually a symphony of healing. Each note controls a section of the symphony, and those needing that note receive it. So if you need different notes, they're also tied into what's being played, and you will receive what is needed. Seeing energy definitions glowing out of that being, intensifying the healing process.
Concur. It's beautiful to see. More beautiful to feel, but it is beautiful to see.
Very powerful.
Making me teary-eyed.
And yet there's a gentleness about it.
Mm-hmm. Helping many just release whatever they were holding on to that was making them nervous or fearful or in pain, feel intense pain or even anger. It's just helping you release it, letting it go. So you start to feel complete again. grabbing your power back.
Tables scattered around the room, and there's some open books there. And with various notes that are played, the pages just turn on their own, moving forward, moving forward, moving forward.
And as I am experiencing, it appears that each table that is open is being spotlighted for the person that needs that from that table. For me, I'm walking towards the right corner, far corner. And it's like that table is calling me, trying to grab my attention, light on it, where all the other ones are dark. Really can't see what's on them. And as I approach that one, I see writing just popping in that my higher self can understand, not me necessarily in human form. That's interesting. Even though it's a little personal, I'm going to share. I just saw a picture of my mother and I. When I was, I would say around 4. I guess I needed to see that. And I guess the reason I needed to share that is to show you that all of us are getting stuck one way or another. So don't be afraid. Just let it happen. Take those moments to inspire you, to give you courage, and to heal. Anyone else?
I'm seeing images of sacred geometry coming up from some of the pages, and there's a screen somewhere in the room, I'm not sure where, that is reflecting the sacred images. And that art, if you will, holds answers for somebody who's with us right now.
Mm-hmm. And if you're not able to see it and you feel like this is for you, set the intention so you get out of your own way. Sometimes, as much as we want to, sometimes we ourselves block. And strangely enough, I'm feeling beings of light just surrounding us and sending us love, whoever is there, whoever is in this place with us. Although some of the stuff may be difficult to acknowledge and release, they're sending the love that we need and the patience that we need to truly release all that. Namali kalaya kayi kisaya, maila ke yalaki kumiyala yala yala, malai kilu kalaka shala, malai 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 kulayala, kula yamale kakiki malaka kiki malaki kiki, o kaka kiki kiki malaki kaya laki, kakilui. From love to love and back to love. You humans, don't be so close-minded. Your souls are so much bigger than you can ever even imagine. And yet, you focus many times on the negative. Trust that you're on the right path. And if not, we will let you know. Your higher self will let you know. If your intentions are to do good, the light will light the way. The light will show you what road to take. The light will show you what you need to let go. You are all loved. This is why we are here. You all wish to learn, and we are here to teach you. You all wish to ascend to a higher frequency, and we are here to help you lift if we have to. No, you're not alone. No, you don't have to take all the burdens on your shoulders by yourself. You are here with divine beings, divine light beings all around you, beings that want to help you and wish the best for you. Whether, as you call them, angelics, whether you call them beings of light, whether you call them aliens or galactics, as Glenda puts it. We're all coming from the same source. And whether we're different shapes, forms, and even in different frequencies, we all came from source. And we are all part of source. Remembering you are part of something greater than yourself. Remember that. Remember you are loved. Remember you matter. Every single speck of dust is part of the whole, which would be very different if that speck of dust did not exist. From dust we all came, stardust. From stardust we will all be. We're all part. We're all together. We're all oneness. And now I'll let you be. Yes, are you getting anything?
As your voice was speaking, there was a great unfolding in me. And I just
Enjoying that.
like you pop the plastic spacers for packing. It was just like crackle, 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 and straightening my spine and growing in size even, in a light body that is somewhere between 20 and 30 feet tall.
Wonderful. Anyone else want to share?
As one thing that it started for me with an eagle coming at me, and its face almost aligned eye to eye with mine, and that eagle presence morphed into a phoenix, and as I unfolded, the phoenix unfolded and elevated itself as I moved in greater height.
Beautiful. Beautiful. And I'm sure many more are experiencing similar. Maybe not in the exact same way, but they're feeling the unfolding or the unfolding, the opening up, the realizing you're better and more than what you thought you were. Open floor, anyone else? I'm just still enjoying the area. The knowledge that's coming to me, the symbols, it's like they're coming off the page and just into my being, reminding me of all that I am and all that I can be.
Interesting, Leaf. I see you bathed in a red light.
Mm.
Your book.
Yes, and she's receiving nice warm healing there.
I'm just soaking it up.
Can't blame you. And we are being told to experience what we can, and it's time to go. So look around, soak up as much as you can. Let those symbols of that knowledge come in as much as it can for what it's supposed to for today. Remembering always that we are loved, we are love, and we deserve love. We are part of that oneness, of that unconditional love. And once you start allowing that energy to flow through you, you will open up a lot more. And now we may be going down to our 0. Taking nice, slow, deep breaths. Five, and the room is starting to now just disappear. But we still see those beautiful stars all around us. 4, and the awe of the space that we're in. It's beyond us. 3, 2, taking those deep breaths. And again, if you don't know how to do this, just set the intentions that you will go with us. 2, 1. All of the angels are now opening their wings and protecting all of us. Whenever we need them, they're there. And back to our 0. Taking a nice deep breath so you can settle your energies, reunite with your body. I'd like to thank everyone that is here that decided to take this journey with us. I'd like to thank the other members that participated in such a beautiful experience. Now, for those that are still with us, you don't have to open your eyes right now if you still want to soak in that energy. You may open your eyes whenever you are ready and at your given time. Thank you, Leaf. Thank you, Jazz. Namaste to all of you. And as always, many blessings. And we love you. Have a great, great night.